Hey y'all, it's Amy. I decided to do a regular video tonight instead of a Facebook Live because I just got home from helping at my daughter's gymnastics meet. And by the time I get some dinner and freshen up, I am going to miss the 8 o'clock live. So, decided instead to just record this video very quickly to give you an overview of what I was going to originally talk about tonight regarding planners and why you need a planner and different types of planners and how you can use a planner for more than just keeping up with when your dentist appointment is, or when your kids have to go to the orthodontist, or their next checkup, or when a bill is due. And planners are good for all of those things, but planners can be used for so much more. And that's what I really want to help you with over the next few weeks and just show you some different ones. I have a couple in order that I've found over the past 6 weeks or so that I finally decided to order. And hopefully they'll be coming in the next week or so. And excuse me, stay tuned at the end of the video and I'll tell you how you can enter to win one of the planners that I'm going to talk about in just a few minutes. So first, let's start with why you even need a planner. I mean, why do I even need a planner? I got it all up here, right? Well, I don't. I'm 48 years old. I have 2 kids. I have a job. I have a boyfriend. I have parents. I have friends. I have a social life, sort of. Not really, but there's a lot to keep up with. There's doctor's appointments and dentist appointments, and beyond all of that everyday stuff, I have dreams, I have goals, I have habits that I want, to break, and new habits that I want to start. I have a budget to keep up with. I'm sure you do too, unless you're independently wealthy, and if you are, then let's talk. But there's more to a planner than just keeping up with what time you're supposed to be somewhere. There's a grocery list. There's a menu plan. I'm curious how many of you menu plan. If you menu plan, drop me a comment below because I'd love to talk to you more about how you menu plan. How do you shop for groceries? Do you go once a week? Do you go to Costco or Sam's and go once a month for the main things? Let's talk about that. So, do you menu plan? And where do you shop for your groceries? I'd love to know. Maybe you're an Aldi's girl, or you try to get stuff at Walmart, or maybe you do like my friend Mandy does, and you do the Walmart pickup. I don't do that because I don't trust anybody else to get my groceries. I like going to grocery shopping. But a planner can help you with those things as well. So think of a planner as your brain on paper. That's how I think of mine. That's how I've always thought of mine. And your most typical planner is going to be just a calendar. Maybe with some room on the side for notes or to jot down a little bit more information, monthly calendar, weekly, daily even. I started really learning how to use a planner about almost 30 years ago. It's been that long, and I was introduced to it with the company that I worked for. They bought me a really nice leather-bound Franklin Covey, that tells you how old I am, planner. And I had to go through this whole training one day to learn how to use it because I was expected to use it every day at work. And it really helped me get a hold of my thoughts and get them on paper and organize them, and really helped me decide what is the thing that I absolutely have to get done today, what are the things I'd like to get done today, and what are the things that if I have some time left over, that'll be what I focus on. So I learned how to start planning way a long time ago. But not until recently did I really shift my thinking in that my planner was more than just appointments on a calendar. My planner could really be used to help me set some goals for myself, decide on like a habit tracker, meal plan, menu plan, grocery shop, who I want to buy gifts for, how much I want to spend, what's my budget. And about a year and a half ago or so, I was introduced to something called a bullet journal. And that's really fun and it's really creative. But I think there's sort of 2 extremes. You can do just a planner where it's just a calendar and everything is blocked out and the time is blocked out for you, and it really helps you to sort of get your thoughts down on paper. And a bullet journal is going to be more of making your list and organizing your thoughts, getting all your thoughts down on paper and then organizing. So maybe you have some monthly goals or some weekly goals. Maybe you have business goals and personal goals or relationship goals, or lists that you need to keep up with for, say, children or yourself or your spouse or partner. Any of those things. You can use a bullet journal, and it gives you the opportunity to be creative with it, because a bullet journal is just, you're making a bullet list. It really is kind of where it came from, but you can be really creative with it. It gives you use lots of different markers and color code things if that's your thing. If it's not your thing, don't do it. So 2 planners that I've, 3 I'm going to talk about today, are the new ones that I found in the past few weeks. One, I had an Erin Condren planner for a while, and I really, really liked it, although it is still pretty much your calendar-based planner. And that's good, and that's helpful, and everybody needs that. And it's spiral bound, and it was great. But a new planner that I found recently is called Silk and Sonder. And this is more of a monthly planner. They send it to you once a month, and you get 1 month at a time. And it is more of a combo, which I really, really like. So it has your calendar schedule. It has a place to track new habits. If you want to, like, you realize, oh, I really need to drink more water every day. Or something simple like, I need to make my bed every day because I don't make my bed every day. But I would really like to. Things like that. Walk more. How many steps do you want to get a day? Any of those kind of goals or new habits that you're trying to start and stick. There's a habit tracker in there. There's a mood tracker, ladies. Mood tracker, awesome. So you can kind of tell, like, when am I cranky? When am I not? Is it related to my cycle? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just cranky. And so it's more of a personal journal, if you will. There's some articles in there. It's inspiration. And it really helps you to understand that while your schedule is important, you also need to make sure that you're scheduling time for yourself. I have said this over and over and over again, and I will continue to say it. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So if you are like me, an Enneagram 2, maybe you're not an Enneagram 2, but I am a helper, and I love to help other people. It's one of the reasons I'm late getting home tonight, because I was helping at the gym set up for this gymnastics meet, and I just want to keep helping, so I stayed helping. But that means that I have to make sure that I'm helping myself first, and I'm making sure that I am offering my best self. Well, the only way I can do that is to make time for myself and do things that feed my body and feed my mind and feed my soul, and make sure that I'm getting what I need, so that when others call upon me or I just see a need and want to help, I have the resources available to do that. Because it's real easy to just go and overextend yourself, or say yes because you feel like you're supposed to say yes, or you want to say yes because it's a really good thing, and not realizing that, you know what, my resources, not just my time, but my spiritual and my emotional and my physical energy may be tapped out. So having a little bit of a different kind of planner will help you start thinking that way and get your mindset, so that you're considering not just your physical resources, your physical time, but your emotional energy, your spiritual energy, your mental energy, because sometimes everything's working, but my brain is fried. And I just need to learn how to shut it off. And using that type of planner can help you see, because you're tracking it over time, when am I most available? When do I want to be most available? What kind of habits can I start doing to create that space margin that we all need? The other planner that I'm anxiously awaiting is called the Planner Perfect System. And I'll put links to these in the comments in a little bit. So you can go check them out for yourself and really get an idea of what maybe will work for you. So Silk and Sonder is more of a guided planner. It asks you questions, it has pages. It's sort of that in between of just a calendar and a journal with some guided prompts in there for you to write and think about and things to consider for your emotional planning, mental planning. The other one is called Planner Perfect. And it was started by a homeschooling mom of eight children. She homeschools them all. So, of course, she's like amazing. She does all the artwork, so even more amazing. But what hers is more of small journals that you keep together in a binder. Usually, I think all of them are leather. But there's one for like, this is where I keep all my meal ideas. I mean, how amazing is that? This is where I keep, my Bible study journal. If you're a Bible study girl or you're studying a book, you're in a book club or book study, this is where I keep all my book notes, right? I'm really reading and studying up on the Enneagram. More about that later. And so it would be awesome because I tend to be one of those people that writes in the book and highlights stuff and underlines stuff. It would be great to be able to jot those notes down if I'm studying a theme like the Enneagram and have all my notes in one place. There's an little errand. They're like little notebooks. There's one for errands. And so when my kids were little, and when I homeschooled, we had what's called Crazy Run Errand Day. Meaning I saved all my errands for one day and I knocked them all out in one day and it was awesome. So I didn't feel like I was going somewhere back and forth all week long. I just saved it all up, packed a picnic in the car for the kids and snacks and probably even DVDs in the DVD player because they were little, and we just ran all of our errands. So she has one that's specifically for errands. If you know you have an errand you need to run, you can jot it down. Or, when I'm near CVS, this is what I need to get. Or when I'm going to the grocery store, or I need to go to the post office, or whatever your errands are. And it keeps all that information organized so that when you do have an errand day, you know what you need to get done. And all your things are in one spot. This is what I'm doing when I'm out running errands. And then there is a planner, more of the calendar. And she has great videos on how she uses the system that she came up with. And it's really pretty easy, but it is on the other end of being open-ended because it is essentially a blank notebook. And you get to write in every day, but what it really does is it encourages you to sit down with your planner and with yourself multiple times in the morning, at night, in the middle of the day, and sort of just check in with yourself and say, hey, how am I doing with my goals today? What else do I need to get done today? Where do I need to conserve my energy because I'm going to need it more here? And it really just helps you rethink and focus on where does my time and energy need to go? And what are the things that are most important to me? When is my energy at the highest? And that's when I need to do those things. So it's been really cool to learn more about her system and what all has gone into it. She has put a lot of time and energy into this, and it is an amazing system. So there'll be a link to that in the comments in just a little bit. So basically, I'm going to wrap this all up because we're almost at 15 minutes and I need to get some dinner and get a shower. But I really want you to think about, one, do you even use a planner? And what kind is it? Is it just a calendar planner? Or are you using it to do more? And do you want it to do more? Is it working for you? Because I'm willing to bet it's probably not working all that great. I mean, or it works okay. But it's not allowing you to give the best of yourself because there's not a place for you to sit there and get all the great ideas that are in your head onto paper, organize them, figure out what you want to do with them, and then create the time figure it out and do those things that you really want to do, those hobbies that you've been wanting to do, that book that you've been wanting to read. That's a list that I keep, books that I want to read. Maybe Bible studies, trips that you want to take, weekend getaways, restaurants that you want to try. And while a lot of people tend to keep those lists on their phone, it is a scientific proven fact that things will stick with you better when you write them down. Not type them into your phone, physically write them down. There is something about the act of using your hand and a pen or a pencil and writing it down that tends to make those goals or those ideas stick so much better than just typing them into a phone. And the Planner Perfect system really allows you the opportunity to create all this different lists, but then keep everything together. So you have like little files, little tiny notebooks. I mean, they're not real tiny, but you know what I'm saying. Individual notebooks, individual little journals where you can keep all of your different ideas organized, but you have them all together whenever you need them. So I'm really looking forward to that. Cannot wait for it to come. I'll show you again when that one gets here. Planner Perfect system is also on, you can buy that individually for each month because it's just a month, like the Silk and Sonder. But the Silk and Sonder has prompts. Planner Perfect has a few little things maybe at the beginning, more on how to use it, not necessarily a prompt on what to think about or what to write about, what to journal about. So they have a subscription service. Silk and Sonder has a subscription service, which is really cool because you just get one of those at a time. And I think it's like $18 a month, which sounds crazy. Do not freak out about that. You'll understand why in a minute. But don't freak out about that because it is more than just a calendar. It is an investment in you, in your dreams, in your goals, in your health, spiritual, mental, emotional, maybe even physical if that's one of your dreams. So all that to say, we will talk more about the different types of planners probably later on. But for now, I just want you to know that y'all are amazing, and I'm so thankful that you're in this group. We've got some new things coming up. Possibly maybe a book study. I haven't really decided yet, but if you're down for a book study, drop me a comment below so I'll know. And we can talk more later. It is almost 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm still talking. Anyway, y'all are really great, and I'm really thankful for each and every one of you. So here is the thing. What I need you to do, I'm going to give away 1 month of the Silk and Sonder planner for January. But you have to comment, you have to like the post, like my video, so I'll know that you're watching. Drop a comment below and tell me what is in your life that you most need to feel like you have time. What do you need to feel like you can pour into yourself? Is it money? Is it time? Is it discipline? I don't know. What is it that you feel like you really need that would help you pour into yourself? Maybe it's resources. Maybe you just don't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it for the longest time. People would encourage me, pour into yourself, pour into yourself. That's great, but I don't know how. So like the post and comment below, what is the thing that you most need to help you be able to pour into yourself consistently? Because I feel like we all can do it from time to time, but what is that consistent, what would help you be consistent with it? Drop that in a comment below. So like the post, give me a comment, and then at probably Sunday, I'm going to draw a name from people who have liked and commented on the post, and you're going to get a January issue of the Silk and Sonder Planner Journal. Yay! I can't wait. I'm so excited for y'all. You're really, really, really going to love it. So I'll drop the links below so you can check these out on your own and kind of get a feel when you have some time of all the different types of planners. Excuse me. Anyway, thanks so much. It's now almost 20 minutes. I hope y'all have an amazing evening, and I will talk to you soon. Happy Thursday. Bye.